Good evening and thanks so much for choosing Fox 23. I'm Zach Seminar. Former Southern Miss guard Tyreek Griffin is going pro after the miniature Golden Eagle alum signed a deal to join the Latvian Basketball League. Griffin piled up 434 assists in just 2 years as a Golden Eagle, putting him third on the all-time program leaderboard. Griffin averaged 14.5 points, 6.5 dimes in his career at USM. His 15 assists in a win over Marshall ranked as the most in school history against a Division I opponent. Well, it's one thing to lose a playoff elimination game, and it's another for it to be over after just one half inning of play. This is the reality for the Atlanta Braves on Wednesday evening after the Cardinals' Marcell Ozuna drove in the first run of the game, and St. Louis never looked back. Mike Foltynewicz, boy, he was absolutely shelled, gave up 6 earned runs while recording 1 out before being removed from the game. St. Louis put up 10 runs in the decisive first inning, a Major League Baseball playoff record, then coasted to victory. Loss definitely stings, but it was Atlanta catcher Brian McCann who redirected some of that sting with some personal news post-game.
Nah, it's time to go. It's time to 15 years of catching, and it's sad, but it's time, and I knew about a month and a half ago. So
no, yeah, very disappointing. We all had such, we had great expectation coming into today. Everybody was looking forward to it. You can't plan for that.
St. Louis Cardinals' next round opponent is not who most thought it would be. Dodgers' national decisive Game 5 in their NLDS series last night showed what October baseball is all about. Trailing 3-0, Nats got it going late, tagged Clayton Kershaw for a pair of solo bombs in the 8th to tie the game, sending it into extras. And then in the 10th, it was Howie Kendrick powering a grand slam home run into the bleachers to send the Washington Nationals to their first NLCS. A spot in the World Series will be on the line when the 7-game series opens on Friday night. The New Orleans Saints will have another tough matchup this weekend when they head to Jacksonville. Jags rookie quarterback Gardner Minshew has stepped up after Super Bowl winning QB Nick Foles went down in the team's first game of the year. But the Jags have been known for their stingy defense the last several seasons. Always in the news, cornerback Jalen Ramsey expected to play, adding another element of challenge to a somewhat challenged Saints offense. That's without Drew Brees. Teddy Bridgewater did look sharp last week, however, passed for 4 touchdowns and a win over Tampa Bay, and this is what the Saints signal caller had to say about that vaunted Jacksonville D.
Looking forward to this week's matchup against a defense that's been playing some good football, that's known around this league. It's a team that's been playing some good football as a whole, been doing some great things. We'll continue to just improve in areas that will help ourselves become a better team, and I think we did a good job last week of being better in the red zone, being better on third down, so we want to try to keep that momentum moving forward.
Usually NBA preseason games don't bring much excitement, but with Zion Williamson in the fold for the Pelicans, excitement at any time is now the norm. Williamson dropping 29 points, missed just 1 shot in the second preseason game of his career, and New Orleans scored a 127-125 win over the Bulls. Pels host their first home preseason game tomorrow against Utah. And Japanese media reporting that tennis star Naomi Osaka is giving up her U.S. citizenship to play for Japan in the 2020 Olympics. 21-year-old tennis star's parents are Haitian and Japanese. They told the public broadcaster in Japan it will be special for her to represent host Japan at the Tokyo Games. According to reports, Osaka has taken steps to give up U.S. citizenship. She was raised in the U.S. and is turning 22 next week. That's the deadline to relinquish one nationality because neither Japan nor the U.S. permit dual citizenship for adults.